Hi, Mike. Thanks again for having me over. I'm excited about getting your home listed and getting it sold. Now, do you mind if I take a quick look around your property?
Please go right ahead.
Great. I'll meet you at the kitchen table when I'm finished.
Fantastic.
Now, Mike, I wrote down 3 real important questions for you when I was walking around the condo. First, do you absolutely have to sell your home?
I do, Ryan.
Okay, and will you price the home to sell?
Just depends on what you have to say.
And do you want me to handle the sale for you?
Again, that depends on what you have to say.
I understand. Now, Mike, at the end of my presentation tonight, one of 3 things will happen. You'll have the opportunity to list your home with me.
Okay.
You'll decide not to list your home with me.
Perfect.
Or we'll come to a conclusion where we both decide we can't help each other, and I'll decide not to take the listing, any of which is fine.
No. Okay.
So let's quickly take a moment and review the questions I asked you over the phone.
Sure.
You said you're moving to North Carolina, correct?
Yep.
And you said you had to be there by March?
Yes.
And you like to price your home at $240, right?
Yes.
And you said you owe about $40,000, is that right?
40, 35, yeah.
Okay. And you say you're moving because you have family there, you just want to join them.
Absolutely.
And if you said if you didn't sell this home, you'd have to rent it out, and you really don't feel like dealing with renters.
I do not.
Alrighty. Now, you weren't planning to sell this yourself, were you?
No.
Great. Now, there's only really 2 issues you have to look at tonight. Number 1 is your motivation to sell this condo, and number 2 is the price we set on this condo to sell it. And it's important that you understand that those are the only 2 issues in real estate today. Are we clear on that?
Yeah.
Great. Now, I've prepared what we call a comparative market analysis, and there's 2 parts to this research. Part 1 we call Fantasyland, which is what the homeowner lists the property for, and they usually don't sell. And part 2 we call Reality, which is when the real estate agent lists the property for and sells it.
Okay.
So we're going to decide tonight where you're going to spend your time.
Reality.
Great. Now, the purpose of a comparative market analysis is to determine the value of your home in the eyes of the buyer. Do you know how buyers determine value?
I got an idea. I mean, they shop around and they find the best deals.
Exactly.
Usually.
Exactly. Well, buyer determines value. They look at your home and compare it to the features and benefits of similar homes that have sold or are currently active on the market. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For example, if you're going to purchase a new car, one for $20,000 without upgrades and one for $20,000 with heated seats and fancy rims, which car would you buy?
The upgraded one.
Of course, more bang for your buck, right?
Yep.
Now, the one without upgrades went on sale for $15,000. Which car would you buy then?
Brian, I'd probably buy the cheaper one just because
Yeah.
I could add the stuff I wanted later.
Exactly, and most people think just like you. So you can see that if you want to increase value, you either have to lower the price or have more features and benefits for the same price. Does that make sense?
Totally.
So unless you're planning to add more features and benefits to your home, are you?
Not at all, no.
Great. Well, the price is the only issue. Can I show you what I mean?
Yes.
Great. These are ones that have just sold in the Ocean Reef South Tower, just like yours. And now, how many bedrooms is this one?
Looks like a 3-bedroom.
And how many baths?
2.
And how many square feet is it?
Same as mine.
Exactly. It's the same exact as yours. Now, what's the price they have on it? What did it sell at?
Ooh, it looks like it sold at $210.
Yeah, I know, $210,000. It was on the market for how many days?
132 days.
Right. Now, this is one just like yours also. It's another 3-bedroom, 2-bath. How much did that one sell for?
Wow, 216.
Right, and that was on the market for how long?
Almost 300 days.
Right. Now, this is your competition. It's also a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. How much are they asking?
Looks like 229.
And how many days have it been on the market?
A year.
Yeah, a year. We had to be in North Carolina by March, correct?
Yeah.
And another competition here, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, asking the same, 229.
Holy cow.
Been on the market for 200 days.
Yeah.
So what price do you feel we should list your property at to get it sold and have you in North Carolina by March?
I mean, do you think we could swing 240, 250?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to recommend a price on the high end of 224.9.
Ouch. It's a little lower than I was expecting. You know, we had this property back in 2005. We could have, we could have got almost 3.25, 3.5 for this thing. You know, Ryan, I don't know. Can we do 235, 240? You know, we could do that.
I mean, we can always test the market, but you need to be in North Carolina by March, correct?
Yeah.
We really don't have much time to.
Yeah, I gotcha. So what is it going to take to sell this property? What price would you recommend for me to sell it?
Well, I'd recommend to be below your competition. And right now your competition is at 229. You can see that they're selling between 210 and 216. I say if we list a property at 224.9, most likely we'll end up in the high 215 to 219.
All right, so what you're saying is to sell it quickly,
Yeah.
I'd probably have to be somewhere between 215 and 220 to sell it.
Yeah, that's the price I would suggest. Is that okay with you today?
Well, Ryan, I don't want to give the house away.
I understand.
I don't want to give the condo away. Is there any way we could at least try to get a little bit more, like at 225?
Absolutely, yeah. We can list the property at 225, and we'll see what the market responds. If we get showings, that's great. If we get offers, fantastic. But be aware, if you don't have nothing within 21 days, I'd like to get a price reduction, if that sounds fair.
Sounds fair enough.
Okay, well, let's do that. We'll list it at 225 tonight. We'll see how the market responds, and we'll go from there.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, sign here for me. Great.
Good.